Everyone, Kezia here. This is my second video in the series about the Dreaming Eye, the journal that I'm creating this year to help dreamers deepen their dream practice in a lot of really exciting ways. So I wanted to make this video to help you understand the basic pages that are going to be inside of the journal, and then there's going to be 12 other exercises in there that are specified to specific kinds of dreams that you might have. But the basic dream pages are kind of the foundation of the book, so I wanted to explain a little bit about why they're there. And hopefully after the book is published, this series of videos will be available for people who purchase it so that they can learn more about how to use their book in the best way possible. So I also wanted to make sure this video was posted on the Natural Dream website because that's sort of my lineage. My father is one of the main people who started Natural Dream Work, and there's a bunch of other amazing dream teachers who are part of this website and this group. And really, I share a lot of my understanding of dreams with them. And there's sort of a network of us out there working on dreams in this particular way. But I feel like the underlying approach that is distinct from other methods of dream understanding is to really focus in on the felt experience of the dream. So instead of having a dream and immediately looking to symbols or connections to the outside world or anything that would immediately define what the dream meant in any kind of specific way, the focus that the natural dream work approach takes and the focus that I take with dreams is to really focus on the feeling inside of the dream. And to really just take that feeling, that felt experience, what happened, what it felt like to be you in the dream, and to just take that as what the dream is. And not exercise the part of our brain so quickly that wants to define or categorize or make meaning out of what the dream experience was. And in that sense, we really want to retrain ourselves instead of constantly worrying or thinking about what does my dream mean, what does it imply, what is it trying to say about who I am, and really reframe ourselves in understanding what if I can just trust that this experience, my dream, came to me last night simply for me to have that experience. And what is it like for me to be in that experience right here and right now? And then from there, we can start to maybe connect, okay, how could this experience be speaking to the experience of my waking life right here and right now? So given that approach, I developed these pages, and I call them daily dream pages inside of the journal. And what they do is they give you a little format, a way of recording your dream that can really help you emphasize the felt experience of the dream and to just sort of come away with a nugget. So the idea here is if you have a dream and you just feel like, okay, I want to explore this a little bit more, there's some pages right here to help you do that and sort of walk away with a really strong sense, okay, that is the feeling inside of my dream. So the way that they start, and you'll see them pasted below, is I have you split into two columns as you're describing your dream. And on one column, you want to focus on the observations. And what that means to me is anything objective that you can say about your dream. What did you see? What did you hear? Where were you? Who else was there? What happened? Did someone say something? Did someone do something? Did you say something? Did you do something? Anything that you can describe in as objective a way as possible is going to be on one column of the dream. And then the other column is where you get to write your feelings and your experiences. So you saw that person, and then what did you feel? You realized you were in this place, and how did that place make you feel? You said whatever you said in the dream, and how did you feel about what you said? Or how did you feel right before you said something? So again, the idea is to try to pull apart the distinction between our felt experience of a dream or a dream situation and the dream itself. Because oftentimes when we're telling our dreams, those two things can get sort of intertwined, and it can make us confused about what our dream was really even about. The example I always give, people will say, oh, I dreamt I was in prison. And I say, oh, okay, so were you in a uniform? Were there guards? Was there bars on the door? No. Okay, so what you dreamt is that you felt like you were in prison. And that's very different. And we want to make sure we honor those distinctions because it's really about honoring what the dream has brought to us. What situation were we in our dream that made us feel like we were in prison? That could give us a lot of information about our daily life, right? So we want to be really careful and really precise about that distinction, and that's exactly what this dream journal page does. Then on the next page, once we've done that work of piecing apart, okay, what were the observations and what were the feelings in the dream? And I will say as a note, don't get too caught up here in the details. Just a broad sort of outline, what was seen, what was heard, what was done, and what the main feelings you can remember is a lot, and there's going to be blank pages in the journal as well if you want to get more in detail, writing it all down and getting into the, beautiful details that I know can be really awesome to think about. But just for the purpose of the exercise, you don't need to get bogged down in that if you feel like you're missing something. Don't worry about that. Anyway, on to the next side of the page is where we really focus in on the feeling. And we want to give ourselves the space and opportunity to really think about, okay, if there was one moment of intense experience or intense feeling in that dream, what was it? Can I give a word to it? And that's why I put all those feeling words there. And I guess, it's no surprise, or it'll become clear to you when you read this journal, that I really emphasize getting into the feeling of the dream. And I just I want to make sure people understand, like, there's a tendency to really underestimate the degree to which we are separated or disconnected from how we really feel on a day-to-day basis and how our body feels. And there's really not a lot of societal emphasis put on thinking about how do you feel in any given situation. And time and again, we can see ourselves in our dreams in situations maybe where feelings would normally be and they're not there, or feelings that we're not used to are arising and we don't know what to do with them. And that is all a symptom of being in this society right here and right now, where being in your feelings and just letting yourself feel the way that you do about something without having to take action on it, without having to figure it out, without having to, fit it into some bigger story about who you are, is not something that we really usually give ourselves time to do. And that is the invitation that our dreams are giving us every single night, is to take that time. And so that's what this journal is really about too, is to refocus and to rebalance between the part of ourselves that's figuring things out and taking action and doing things, and the part of ourselves that's dreaming, that's imagining, that's just being present with who we are in any given moment and letting ourselves feel that, to whatever extent that we can. So the next page is really focusing on that. It gives you these words to think about. What are your feelings? We're so impoverished in our language and our vocabulary to speak about feelings. And this is just a short little list maybe to inspire you a little bit. And then the next set is also, and this is a really important step and an awesome one if you can learn how to take it, is to take that feeling from the dream and really be able to place it in your body and use that experience as a way to reconnect to your body, because the body holds the feelings, right? And we really do experience emotion inside of our physical bodies. And so if we can learn to make those connections between what a physical experience we're having and what a feeling that we're having, and understanding that they're similar, they're connected in a certain way, we're going to become a lot more empowered over that experience, whether we've been thinking of it primarily as physical or we've been thinking of it primarily as emotional. So reconnecting that, that bridge between your felt experience and your experience of your physical body is such a powerful thing, and dreams are really helpful with it, because of course when we're in our dream, we're very disconnected from our physical body. Our physical body is paralyzed, so the separation is very clear, and it allows for us to rebalance and reconnect. So that's what the second part of that journal page is. So I've already been talking longer than I wanted to for these videos, so I think I'm going to stop it there. But that was just a little introduction of these basic dream journal pages that I've created to help you deepen your experience of your dreams and really utilize your dreams for what I think they are so valuable for, which is reconnecting with your emotional self and really getting to know what it feels like to be you in this very intimate, personal, and specific way that really only you have the keys to do so, because you're the one having the dreams, right? So it's really trying to put you in the driver's seat of that and challenge you to go a little deeper and not get caught in the interpretation aspect of dreams, and really get focused on the felt experience of the dream and trusting it. And that's a big theme in the workbook in general, is trusting our dreams, believing that they're there to support us, and allowing them to show us how they're doing that. if we come to them with that trust and that humility. So I'll be speaking more about that in other videos. Really happy to be here on the Natural Dream website. And of course, I hope you're having a great day. Oh yeah, and if you want to pre-order the workbook or the journal, The Dreaming Eye, I'm going to be doing a pre-sale until August 5th. Love your support. They're definitely going to be more expensive after I print them in September, so it's your chance to get them for a discounted rate. And I will also send you a PDF if you order before August 5th of the daily dream journal pages that I've been talking about in this video. So I'd love to have you do that, and I really appreciate all your support, and thank you so much. Okay, bye.